Hi, today we will have a look at not one but two unusual aircraft control panels. They were sold together on eBay and I believe they are from experimental aircraft to control data recorders. So they are almost the same thing, except on the second one we have more functions you can set. So let's zoom first on this one. We have an alarm light, we have a reset red button, we have a meters counter made with small LED displays. They are the bubble type LED displays like in old calculators. On-off switch on the setting or calibrating push button. They are made by Enertech company in Villacoublay near Paris. Here is the model and the serial number for this one. On the back we just have 4 connectors. 3 of them are to the recorder remote control connector and one is power supply. So it is the first box. Second box is almost identical, except we have function button and a speed button. They are rotary selectors which you can only adjust with a screwdriver, which is quite weird in a aircraft cockpit. You have a play, probably, record, and fast forward and fast rewind, and here you have a speed selector from 2.38 to 300.04, probably, I do not know, meters by minute, by second, probably by minute, because 300 meters of tape per second seems really a lot, and also you can notice quite a huge range in this. Same display here, and probably not original screws here, because you can see on this one the screws are slotted and very old and stuck, but here we have Phillips screws. Different connectors on the back. We have big multi-pin and the other 27 volts one. And also you can notice here there is something where there is some crystals, some oxidation marks. So something weird seems to be happening inside. And one other interesting thing, here we have a sticker from the CEV, which means the Centre d'Essai en Vol or Flight Test Center. Says it must be checked before using. And we have the same manufacturer plate than the other one, but there is something weird because the type number here does not match the one on the front. So maybe this cover is not original. I am not completely sure. Okay, now we will look inside. We will start with this one. So on this one we can notice some kind of bluish stuff on this button, like some copper crystals when an accumulator leaks. So it is interesting. What do we have in this? Only one screw to remove on the back, obviously. Okay, let's pull the cover, and here is what we have inside. And yes, you can notice we have one accumulator, quite weird. So we have one aluminum box in which is fitted one circuit board. On the front, all the controls, screwed to the front, and this where the probably nickel cadmium battery. You can see it did leak, obviously. There is some damage here on the button, on the light, and everywhere on the front panel. These controls are almost the same I had on the tank control panel I took apart previously. And here we have a little socket for the display, but as the screws are stuck here, I cannot undo the screws. And we have this PCB. I was not able really to figure out the really easily the pin out here. I have to check the data sheets for the ICs, check the voltage, and try to figure out if I can connect a power supply and at least get the display to light up. But so we have very old school ICs, mostly CD series. Brands are RCA. Here we have a cube with 3 S letters. I do not know the brand. And they are all socketed. Dead codes are from 79 and 80 on this one from Motorola. And I did just notice here, look at this. The two sockets are too close one from another, and in fact this shape here barely has the space to fit. It is a little bit sideways. Interesting. So probably we have most of the ICs must be to drive the display here. It should be possible to retro-engineer this thing and at least have it powering on. On the back you can see the connectors. They are attached with lock nuts, nail lock nuts, or whatever you call them. Pretty impressive. 4 of them each time. And yes, so no conformal coating on the PCB. Oddly enough, the brand here is Schlumberger. It is not matching the brand on the box, which is Enertech. And some unpopulated spots here also. Other side has no solder mask, but some kind of conformal coating on this side. And it almost looks like the solders are handmade. It is possible. Okay, and you can see some crystals from the battery leak even on this side. Okay, so I will open the second one. It will allow to compare the electronics inside, because I believe this one is quite similar. So, if you remember previously I said we have some weird spots here, and yes, as expected we have again a leaking battery, but this time it is on the back side, and it did completely ruin the surface of this connector. It is really bad. Nickel cadmium, we have a problem. Varta brand on this battery. Do we have any manufacturing date? No. 6 volts, so there are 4 elements in series. So we can see the circuit board is actually the same, but here all the components are populated. We have the diodes and resistors here, while they are not populated on this one. So same set of ICs. About the date codes, this one is a little bit newer because we have 1984 here. And same problem here with the 2 sockets too close one from the other one. But at least here we have no damage on the front side. It is in good condition. We have two wafer switches at the bottom for the rotary selectors. We have obviously a backlight wire going inside the front panel. But I guess here I should be able to undo the front panel and try to have a better look at the LED display. And yes, speaking about LED displays, yes, I have a brand new 6 Heroes Chinese watch. It is a little big for me, sadly, but it is the smallest one I did find. They are all extremely big on Banggood and other websites. It has a very nice display and the backlight is interesting. I do not know how it will show on camera, but actually the digits are backlighting, not the background. It is interesting. Not bad for 6 Heroes. I will see how long it will live. So, back to this thing. Yes, it is pretty easy to undo the front panel. We have probably very regular backlight here. We have a date code of May of 1986 here. Some sticker with handwritten data, and probably, as always, this is a little PCB with some bulbs connected to it. It says 28 volts for power supply. Okay, and what I wanted to see is actually this display. You can see, yes, it is in a socket, and they did clamp it into a metal piece between the socket and the display, so for a mechanical purpose, first to keep it in place, and maybe also it will allow to dissipate some heat. But this thing is probably extremely low power, so no, it is not touching in fact the back of the display. Here you can see maybe, so it is just to keep it in place. Okay, interesting. And here maybe I can try for you to undo the backlight. We will see how it is and if the bulbs are good or not. So very regular setup here. It is a little bit sad they did not provide a longer wire or means to disconnect it from inside. So what do we have? Yes, we have broken bulbs. Here, bit of a broken bulb. And we have these pockets in the front piece with color filters. Seems it will shine in red. Handwritten stuff here, and here are the little bulbs with a broken one here. So usually these things are always bad on all their car instruments and always need repair. Okay, so I will put it back in place later. Here are for these things. So the same seller on eBay has a lot of other related test aircraft related stuff, including a big tape recorder. But for now it is a little bit expensive. Maybe I will get it. I will wait to see if the price goes down or not. And it is a little rusty, also not in very good condition, but it should be a really nice teardown. Okay, for now I will put back these things together. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.